He's winning promotion to the third tier. Last to captain the side. Top scorer Sophie Quirk comes in, and Grace Clinton, who's been a runner-up in the FA Cup for the last two. For Manchester City, Bournemouth have a say and create more history for a team that have been breaking black socks. Manchester City in the home strip too with the blue shirt. They'll press, or will they just slot into a defensive pattern? Everton last weekend kick-started 2026, and now they're straight into reprieve. Will only be temporary though. It was a good sliding challenge, well timed, not used in this little build-up play by Manchester. Lauren Hem, lovely, perfect cross in for the head hand post. Sigawa just gives it back to Rebecca Kanak in the off target, but it sets a pattern I think that will become familiar through Bournemouth this season. The play switched out towards this near side, and City half, it's fumbled through by Blinkilla Brown, playing it off a Bournemouth midfielder and getting it on. Bournemouth counter-attack this afternoon as Hasegawa plays a lovely ball. Janak, very measured and calm and patient this from Manchester City towards Blinkilla Brown. Hasegawa just talk about Manchester City patience on the ball. Bournemouth will have to be patient and wait for their moment. From Yui Hasegawa, right-footed, clips it into the box. Clear it again, header. He's won and brought back down on the floor by Yui. That covers, Keating clears it away, and Grace Clinton gets the ball on. Has it not come to nothing, and Lauren Hem doing her certainly bringing in many animated, nothing too passionate from the Manchester. Wahhabi cross in towards Bunny Shaw with the header, and Manchester City do score. Of course, it was always going to be Bunny Shaw. Time it's a low cross in from the left from Wahhabi. Bournemouth hurry the clearance. Here is Hasegawa. Hasegawa finds Wahhabi. It is another cross. It was lofted from Layla Wahhabi towards the back post. Shaw with a looping header back across goal. Who's latching onto it? Hasegawa, low strike. Wide of the left-hand post, behind for a goal kick. Medic first, not so promising for Manchester City in the current position, but they keep the ball alive. Player. This time uses Clinton. Clinton with a teasing cross to help Manchester City keep the ball moving over and ticking over, and Hasegawa just beyond the... Was that for now? Hemp tries to get the turn and will get the shot away. And that Bunny Shaw header to nil. Can spread the play out a little bit wider for Clinton to that. Put it through for Hasegawa. Always looking up corner of the penalty area for Hemp. Hemp left-footed cross in. Two heads up for it. One of them is that of Grace Clinton. Trying to be creative in setting something up for Manchester City. Nice little touch from Hasegawa. Just Hasegawa down the middle for Bunny Shaw to strike on goal. Not the cleanest hit, but there is Hemp, and that is 2-0. Well, in the last few moments, Lauren Hemp's turned on the style. Come the end of the first 45 minutes as well. 5 minutes to go. Clinton cushions it into the path of Coombs. Cross comes in. It'll be met by Hemp, right-hand side. Chipped in cross. Hemp was lining it. Again, Shaw had her back to goal initially. Coombs with the back heel, returned back through by Shaw. This is Laura Coombs. Brilliant hit, and that is 3 for Manchester City, who are now turning on the style. Round 5 beckons for the go for goal on her own there. Shaw turns towards the byline, sits the Bournemouth player down, plays it in, and that is 4, and it's a second for Laura Coombs. It's quick fire from Manchester City now. A second for Laura Coombs. Getting worse here for Bournemouth. Hasegawa just stalls it in the left of the penalty area. Crosses it in, Shaw's header. Just wide of the right-hand post. Goalkeeper Erin Foley very relaxed about that. As Hasegawa... Well, the 45 minutes are up. And there goes the whistle for half-time. Well, it was always going to be a tough ask for third-tier Bournemouth, despite their league prowess, playing Kiara Keating just before the second half begins, a little bit like he was doing with him up. Back the Bournemouth crowd. knowing probably it's folded from Yui Hasegawa. It is cold in the south coast. Manchester City 4-0 up to so. Bournemouth, the home side, already having to do a little bit of shirts, black shorts and black socks to match, and a little navy band towards the top of them. Very familiar pattern to what the first did. Manchester City control and a Bunny Shaw header at Erin Foley. This season, 39 goal involvements in the last campaign for her. Here's Hasegawa looking up to get their left-footed cross into the penalty area. It comes to Coombs. She might get a second chance of this. Snatches it in. Defence in the way and prevented her getting her third, and Manchester City getting there as well. Bournemouth women playing here because they needed a bigger... Hasegawa. Well, Harvey's gone from range. Foley parries it away. Much more convincing that time from Eric. Easily be collected and mopped up by Chiara Quirk, who's an ex-Portsmouth player. 17 goals this season. She is their top scorer. Shaw instead. Here's Clinton, 25 yards from goal, left of the D. Hasegawa with the headband on. Sea of Bournemouth. And Quirk takes over and tries to manoeuvre away from Hasegawa, who's all over. Here's Murphy. This near side said no. Referee probably wasn't at the right angle. Hasegawa will feel hard done to. The Bournemouth goalkeeper. Here's Shaw, gets the turn on Hennessy and fires another low shot in at the near post, and again Foley causing Bournemouth all sorts of problems. Tried to lay it in towards Clinton. Hasegawa takes over. Oh! It clatters off the crossbar, and there is no indication that there was a goal for 9 minutes gone in the second half. Bournemouth defend it well again. Phoebe Williams, though, ties herself in knots. Half. Greenwood and Hasegawa just play the ball between them. The Hasegawa goes flat down. So the Manchester City is able to clear it away. Now here's Phoebe Williams. And they already scored in one competition this season. Scored in the League Cup against Newcastle. Meadows Towson. Plays it back as City start to look forward again. 7-1 in round two. 2 own goals by Leighton Orient, but Quirk was amongst the actual ball. Hasegawa. Glitz can bring on the likes of Viviana Miedemar as the cross comes in from Benet. The header is down, saved by Foley once. It's a tap in for Miedemar. Well, Manchester City eventually do find a way past Bournemouth in this second half. 5 goals and round 5 beckons. Far right-hand side by Greenwood as she tries to pull it into fixture, doesn't she? Andre Eglert's side. That's a lovely ball over the top, which Miedemar taken short. Benet's not giving chance. Bournemouth any chance to... Nervy times at the back for Bournemouth, but they dealt with that relative. Uses Laura Coombs. Now Hasegawa's already had one side to on goal. Lovely ball through for Leila Wahabi, who gets a really tame shot away. And it should have been 6 for Manchester City. Molly Barron-Clark. Now Hasegawa reached the 2011 FA Cup final with Bristol Academy, who spending a little bit of time in a penalty. Miedemar turns it into, will close her down pretty quickly. Benet goes on the outside of the penalty area, gets the cross in that he's deflected away. I think it takes it away from Viviana Miedemar. And pressure from Manchester City wins the ball back as Miedemar just dinks it in over the head of Yui Hasegawa. Coombs just slightly out-muscled from the right-hand side. Blinkilla Brown, blonde hair, ponytail. She is known for her shooting ability, is Thompson, but Harvey and Murphy combine. Free of Elena Cole, and now Miedemar. Good save again from the Bournemouth goalkeeper. Left foot shot. Remains 5-0. WSL, the highest team left in the competition, Manchester City. It is a corner. Short by Manchester City. Coombs, lovely ball across. Miedemar didn't go full pelt for that ball. Greenwood to Hasegawa. And back to Hasegawa again via Greenwood. Watch Manchester City and Bournemouth in action today. Here's Miedemar. Mohabi halfway line for Yui for Laura Coombs. Shaw, Hemp and Miedemar amongst the goals this afternoon for Andre Ye will want to finish with silverware. City into the penalty area, looking for number 6. Then Killer Brown fired it in from the near post, but again, always rising wide. And for number 6. Get the shot away cleanly. It's another effort that off a wonderful afternoon. Coombs unselfishly finds Kasparai back across the 6-yard box, taken on the chest of... Here's Murphy into the left of the penalty area. Shiga City throw in with 7 minutes to go. Bournemouth 0. Right corner of the penalty area, rolls it into Miedemar. Miedemar for 6. Foley can't keep it out. An outstretched right hand only helps the ball into the left-hand side of the goal. And Viv Miedemar, the substitute. It's a full-strength squad from Andre Yeglertz. Ball just evades Zoe Barrett. Took a little clip there. Seeing her skipping away. Kirsten Kasparai. Song from the Manchester City hymn sheet. Lays it back. Hasegawa, who may have had a mystery goal in this game. We'll never know. Miedemar drops deep to Hasegawa. Walking pace for Manchester City. This able to stays with Clinton now. Hasegawa. Action on Wednesday when they meet Chelsea in the Women's League Cup. We'll never know. Coombs nudges it into Blinkilla Brown. Here is Wahabi. Finally, Layla Wahabi scores. Sent into the penalty area. Backward header from Wahabi. It's a little Manchester City scoreline is well in City's favor. What a chance for Bournemouth that would have. The full-time whistle goes. Well, Manchester City have cherry-picked their way past Bournemouth this afternoon with 2 goals for